Plus, a battle over a controversial religion tonight only on News Channel 3, inside the Church of Scientology, and why a group called Anonymous is against it. It's 11 o'clock. Time for news.
Now, from the Desert's news leader, KESQ News Channel 3 HD at 11.
Hello, I'm John White. Tamara Devante is on assignment. A group of activists is taking on the Church of Scientology, with both sides vowing to fight to the end. Now, last night at 11, News Channel 3's Nathan Baca began his investigation into how this war is affecting everybody's right to protest here in Riverside County. Tonight he's here with more on this story that you'll only see here on News Channel 3. Nathan.
John, there's a coalition of internet activists looking to destroy it, but what exactly is Scientology? What do its members believe, and why is it so controversial? We're taking a closer look at this church.
Hello, leaders of Scientology. We are anonymous. Over the years, we have been watching you, your campaigns of misinformation, your suppression of dissent, your litigious nature. All of these things have caught our eye. With the leakage of your latest propaganda video into mainstream circulation, the extent of your malign influence over those who have come to trust you as leaders has been made clear to us. Anonymous has therefore decided that your organization should be destroyed.
A declaration of war over the internet. A loose coalition of leaderless web activists calling their group Anonymous launched their attacks last year. The U.S. Attorney's Office began going after some in Anonymous for hacking into Scientology computers.
10 acts of vandalism. 22 bomb threats.
The Church of Scientology claims they became the target of several death threats.
Kill yourself.
Did you hear me?
Will come, death will come.
Anonymous's war against Scientology centers around their accusation the church is actually a cult. Put simply, Scientology goes something like this. You walk into one of their churches. There are dozens worldwide. It's one of the fastest growing religions. Church members give you a reading on an e-meter. They believe it reveals people's mental state of being. A church often looks more like a class inside. People study the books and lectures of L. Ron Hubbard. The former science fiction writer wrote the bestseller Dianetics, the modern science of mental health, in the 50s. Some pay thousands of dollars to continue their classes on how to control thetans. They are the spirits troubling the human soul. Once risen to a rank of operating thetan level 3, OT3 for short, one learns the confidential origin story of the Scientology faith. L. Ron Hubbard's own handwriting states, a being named Xenu ruled over a galactic confederation of 76 planets. He threw his people into volcanoes on planet Tegiak. We call this planet Earth. The people's spirits, called thetans, roam the Earth, taking over human souls. The goal of the church is to rid your spirit of these harmful thetans. If you do the lessons out of order, freewheeling, Hubbard calls it, an implant in your spirit turns on. You catch pneumonia and die. Even former Scientology members don't talk about OT3. What OT level had you reached in your years?
I was OT3. I finished OT3 in 1980.
What is OT3? We hear, well, from my understanding, I mean, I've read part of all this stuff.
It's an OT level. It's an OT level.
It appears
That's all I want to say about that.
Okay.
It's a moderate level of beingness.
Is that when you learn about Xenu and all that?
Well, it's not really my place to say.
As the war between Scientology and a group of protesters heats up, county supervisors are taking a stance, but are they making decisions based on propaganda? Now, we will uncover tomorrow night who is being paid off. We'll have that coming up tomorrow night at 11.
So this is interesting. Even people who have left the Church of Scientology are still secretive about what goes on there.
That's right. When I talked to that man, Stephen Curry, there was a visceral fear in not only his voice but his eyes as I was asking him questions about what is OT3 and what goes on beyond OT3.
So there's some vow of secrecy or something along those lines?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Nathan. Interesting stuff.